Hey, what's up, everybody? This is take two. We seem to be having technical difficulties. Look at Monster here. Welcome to Why the Fascination. Stevie B is having technical difficulties herself. Sorry about that. I know I did the countdown, and then I thought it was live. It wasn't live. I'm babbling away. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? Why am I not seeing this? Like, that was bizarre. So yeah, Stevie's she's here, but she's her phone's acting up. My other computer's not working. Mr. Haywood just texted. See you soon, Michael. It's good to see everybody. I just went through this. I don't. This is funny. Dan, how's it going? Sharon guy, what's up? Harold, Christy, great to see you. Hey, Sharon. Who else is here? So yeah, we like I said, we had some technical difficulties, and Stevie still is. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right here. It said go live. I'm like, I thought I was live. So yeah, guys, what we do here is I'll put the link in chat, and anybody in chat can pop on and come hang out. You got something you want to talk about? You just want to hang out? As like Jim doesn't feel like typing. I get it. Come hang out. Just reading chat. Hold on. Gay Smasher, what's up? Pretty sure, yes. And think, did I copy that? Put the link in chat, and it's like an old link. Somebody sitting backstage somewhere, crickets, hello, anybody here? It happens. Not on purpose, of course, but. Robert Denduven, good to see you. And yes, Christy and Harold, prayers your way. Sorry about your mom. Yeah. It's not easy. It's never easy. Michael said Stevie is boycotting the price of minnows. We were talking about minnows today, and he was telling me how the minnows that he gets near him, the bass minnows, the large bass minnows, are like $8 a dozen. Well, I sent him a video because I happen to be in my bait store today, and I picked up some night crawlers and some rubber worms and hooks, whatever. But I videoed the bait tanks and the prices, and he got back in touch with me. He's like, damn. He's like, I'll never bitch about my prices. Where his large were like $8 something, and mine was $25 a dozen. That's what they were selling them for here. I'm getting notifications. Hold on.
don't understand
What's that?
why my phone keeps saying cannot connect to the internet.
I don't know. She's having difficulties. Her phone keeps saying cannot connect to the internet. That's weird.
Please shut it off and restart.
Huh. There. Let me just do something real quick. Yeah, the price of minnows of the shiners here is outrageous. And he can go net them. I mean, I can net out here. We can get shiners or whatever, but he's got a way of getting these golden shiners. Because I watch fishing videos a lot, and local guys, and we were watching something the other day, and this is a river that we know where it is, and it's like actually it's accessible from here. And this guy was pulling out 10-pound bass using these massive wild shiners. But that's not those weren't, they didn't have any of those at the bait store. The extra large shiners, I'm not sure what they consider extra large, but I don't think they would be these. Anyway, this is what happens when you get me alone. So yeah, guys, link is in chat. Anybody wants to pop on, click on that link, come hang out. Mogs, do you have a pink bandana? I do. I usually wear it in October. Huh?
February.
Is it February?
Well, Valentine's.
No.
October is
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Why?
See, I can't.
Michael says I'm fixing to start Shiner smuggling to Florida. Dude, that's why I was like, one day I called him up. I was like, "Hey, Michael, I just left a message. I was like, I need a truckload of golden shiners." And it was right after we watched the video of this guy slamming bass. Sharon says, restart your phone. Yeah, I don't have a pink bandana readily available. Right on. Kate Smasher, we have a copper and black juvenile Bigfoot hanging around the house right now. Just don't keep his feet off the coffee table. They just don't think. They make a mess, What do we got? Oh, there. And that's what it was. I knew I wasn't live. You know how? I looked up to see how many people were here, and I was like, how long we've been on? And I was like, oh, wait a minute. It wasn't there. Yeah, I've been doing it 4 years now. Every October I do it. Not the whole month, maybe once or twice, or definitely once, but maybe twice. Um, just an acknowledgement. Harold says, LOL, Mogs. Christy would tell it to do the dishes, but she can't catch him to tell him. Or at least dry, you know? Sandra Piper, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. You in chat?
I'm not in anything.
Can't get on? That's weird. Yeah, I don't. Want to use my phone? I try. You know what? I don't. I don't know where Mr. Lee 3PO is. He hasn't been around. Hope he's all right. This fishing trip with Mugs was interesting. No, we didn't go fishing. I think I remember that. I don't know because I asked Stevie earlier. It's been a couple of weeks I haven't seen Mr. Lee. NAC, how's it going, David? How's the missus? Hope the family's good. Kate Smasher says lately I've been noticing the forest people peeking out and making a call. That sounds like an owl. Must be a younger one because the call is off. I spent a bit of time in the woods. I know what an owl sounds like. Jay Fritz, what's up? Golden Shiners, $14 to $22 a dozen. In winter, $50 a dozen. Wow. Our northern friends. You been fishing, Jay? Jay, you should come hang out. Say hi. We haven't talked in a while. Yeah, Stevie and I caught a bass tonight. Each caught a bass, so that was cool. Oh, Gate Smasher says a lot of things have been happening in Ireland if that's where he's from. No, no. He's from England. Derek McManus, he's in Ireland. I haven't really paid attention to international news. No, Stevie actually told me what it was, Donald. I'm not going to play it right now. Gate Smasher, England, even worse. I caught the eye shine the other day. It's so hot here. Danny says in South Carolina, we just throw out a cast net and get our bait for free. I could do it. I mean, I have a cast net. I just would have to get out. I'd have to find the bait fish. I don't know where they hang out. I could try, baiting them, chumming, throwing out some sort of feed and see what comes and do it that way and cast out that way. There are guys who are out there making a living getting bait and selling it to the local bait stores. That would be fun. Here's they're riding in the streets in England. It's a war zone. Really? What's going on in England right now? I see this. Wow. Anti-immigrant violence has, yeah. Wow. I guess it's bound to happen. Yeah, Sharon, thank you for hitting the like and being here tonight, everyone. Appreciate it. Rexhan, how's it going? Just landed on my nose. I was like, what the hell is that? Little fly. I was like, what the fuck? Like cross-eyed. What else? Noticed a lot of new channels like the past 2 days. Like I've just been looking at shit and just a lot of new small channels. I was like a lot of narrations and couldn't tell you a single name. But I did notice a lot of new channels. And that's cool, I know there's a few who's live tonight. This is Tuesday, right? I have a feeling Bigfoot Michigan Rob, I think, went live. Mysteries Unknown is live. Conflict Radio. Looks like they're live. Busy night. My flock, how are you? You know, we were talking about fishing again. Here we go. But I told Stevie, I said, you know, I'm looking at this lake that's just over here. Yeah, I live on a lake, but there's a right across the highway. It's called Trout Lake. It's small. It's accessible with kayaks. I said we should just go and fish the hell out of it. I'll bring the fish finder and we'll just go and we'll map the lake. We'll figure out how deep it is and because there's so much area here to fish that I was like, let's just go to that one. It's basically across the street. So that's what I think we're gonna do. Our next day off, we're gonna go kayak. You up for that? Sure. Patrick Vaughn, what's up? Well, no, but it's cool because that lake is also part of a nature preserve, so it's all wooded. Like 3/4 of it's wooded of the shoreline, anyway. Sarah says I miss fishing with my dad. So do I. Yeah, he was definitely a major influence in my fishing. We always had a good time, you know. In the past few years before he passed, um, I planned the fishing trips. The last 2 fishing trips that we really did, or 3. One was on the Colorado River. The other one was I rented a cabin in the middle of the desert on a lake, just out in the middle of nowhere. I brought my son in for that one, but yeah, no, I miss fishing with my dad. He did so much for me, and those were how I tried to. I took care of it. I paid for all those trips. You know, I wanted to pay him back somehow, and we had a good time. And then what was the third one? I remember the third one. I know there's a third one. Oh yeah, we used to go up and fish the Mogollon Rim. Because where we camped at Knoll Lake, there's trout in that lake, so we used to go up there a lot and fish. Patrick wants to fish Lake Tahoe. What's in Lake Tahoe? I don't know. I have no idea. I know it's a clear lake, though, right? It's one of the clearest out there. What kind of fish are in Lake Tahoe? It's probably like lake trout or something.
According to California Department of Fish and Wildlife, SA.gov, Lake Tahoe is primarily known for its fantastic lake trout fishery, though brown, rainbow, and Lahontan cutthroat trout, as well as kokanee salmon also call the lake home.
Right on. All lake trout species. Hell yeah. Oh, I want to fish it. I want to find the nearest place to catch trout. Like, what's the nearest state? Either Georgia, North Georgia, or I don't know. There's got to be one of these not far where we can get to the mountains. I want to turn her on to trout fishing. Her being Stevie, excuse me. yeah, I really want to turn Stevie on to trout fishing, but rivers, and streams, and I think she'd love the shit out of that. It's just tough getting to some of these streams and rivers, but we'll figure it out. Bobby Ounce, how are you? Great to see you. NAC says, we're watching Nancy Grace. A bride was stabbed 20 times and rolled to suicide. What? Was she demonic? That's. I don't know how to comment on that. All right. Patrick says, Little Red in Heber Springs. Great rainbow and brown trout fishing. Where is this? What state? Cammy, what's up? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Arkansas. Right on. Yeah, I think Stevie would like that trout fishing. Kimmy, you've done trout fishing. Oh hell, you we were talking about fishing, and Sarah says how she missed fishing with her dad, and I threw out some stories out there. But you trout fished with Daddy in Colorado, didn't you? San Juan River in shit. Yeah. She says hanging in, but now I want to fish. Yeah, I forget the name of the town, Colorado. But yeah, you guys, this is funny because Kim, this was back in like 2013, 2012. My dad goes and Kim goes they take a trip to Colorado. At the time, I'm living in Wisconsin, and I went on a trout trip to a place called the Rush River. At the same time, they're in Colorado. We're both fishing for trout at the same exact time, but across the country. It was a straight. I mean, like I got pictures of they're catching 22-inch trout. I'm catching 20, 21. Inch trout. And we're just sending pictures back and forth. But Kimmy was on that trip. Breeze, how's it going? Val says April, beginning of trout here in PA. Up goes every year with a crew in the mountains, Mount Davis, I believe it is. Oh yeah, I mean, I grew up an avid trout fisherman, like doing opening day, where you're standing on a shoreline, elbow to elbow with other people, and I I don't know how or why, but I would. Did you just? Okay.
I was trying.
Okay. I saw it. I thought.
The volume.
I would catch fish, and people next to me wouldn't, and it would piss people off. You know, can't explain it. They're fishing right to the left and or left and right, you know. And I would cast, you know, same spots, or they'd cast in the same spots or whatever, but I would catch the fish. So yeah, we used to do that. Yeah. She says biggest there she is. Yeah, let me turn the mic around so we can share that. There. So Kimmy was just saying Pagosa Springs, but San Juan River that goes through Pagosa Springs, Kimmy. It's the river you were fishing, but you guys also were fishing. I think there were private lakes or something that were stocked that you guys might have been fishing too. So the biggest trout I ever caught. That's Daddy was so proud.
Sorry, guys. I'm still trying to get it together.
Hey, you're right. Did you eat at least?
No, but I can. I'm
Huh?
not getting on camera.
That's true.
Talking about fishing, I'm not getting on camera even with my phone working. I just wanted to jump on. I didn't. I was sitting there thinking the whole time. So I hope Jay's listening because he can kind of appreciate this.
Jake Fritz, listen up.
So the other night, Sunday, I think it was, he had to go to the marina to check on one of the boats. With all the rain, the water builds up in the bilge and the pump doesn't, he has to do it manually. So turn it on manually. So I figured I'd go with him, and I'm like, yeah, I'll fish a little bit. You know, I fish the pier and I usually do pretty good. So I took my pole out there. We get out. He walks down to the boats. I stopped like right, not far from the parking lot. I was just on the edge of the pier, walking down the long walkway. I'm fishing off the side into some weeds, and I felt something on the end of my line, so I started pulling in a little bit, and I felt like I was pulling something. So I wasn't sure if I had a fish or not. And then all of a sudden, as I started really I was just going to reel my line in and, you know, check and make sure I'm not gobbed up with weeds. And all of a sudden, something pulled back. I felt a jerk on my line. So I kind of was trying to bring it in, and whatever it was had such force on pulling my line that I felt like I was about to break my line. I knew I had to. Whatever it was wasn't letting go. To me, I'm thinking I'd latched onto a gator or something. I pulled the rod down to the left side of me, and I started walking it backwards. And this is where I said Jay would appreciate it, because I did this fishing with him the last time we fished. I walked backwards with it, and just as I kind of turned my head, my line snapped with the bullet weight and hook. The worm was gone. It snapped back and hit me square dead in the nose. I mean, across my face, slammed into my nose. I thought it hit me so hard, I thought my nose was broke for a second. I mean, I was coming up to a handful of blood. I couldn't figure out where the blood was coming from, whether it was inside my nose or outside, and was trying to clean myself up because there's a mob of people coming off of the dinner boat heading right towards me. They had to walk past me, and I just didn't want to be seen. So I'm wiping myself off. The people are like 6 of them are passing at once, and they're like, any luck? I'm like with my head down, no, not yet. And I'm like, motherfucker. I mean, anybody knows when you get a head wound of a cut or of any
You
sort,
bleed.
you bleed. This was pretty bad. I mean, it wasn't, wasn't a little cut. So I have this big, ugly, gaping.
Well, I'm over on the boat. What I was doing was one of our boats. I had to physically take the bimini off the boat, and it's still in my truck. But she comes over, mother. I'm like, what happened? And I look, and there's blood all over her nose. It looks like she's got a shiner. I'm like, no shit. It looked like she had a shiner. I'm like, oh,
I saw his
shit. Like,
face, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, I knew it was bad already because I'm still bleeding. I'm trying to find a rag or something. All I went out there with was my pole and the worm that was on it. Nothing
I'm
else.
ready to fight somebody.
It looks like I already did.
I lost.
I told him, I said, we're walking back to the truck, and eventually, and I said, yeah, you got to see the other guy.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh shit. I didn't, I grabbed a rag out of she grabbed a rag out of my dock
Jesus,
box.
only Stevie.
Oh, dude.
What
So
I
so
said.
now, like right in the middle of her nose, she's got a gash like this.
The size and shape of the bullet, the weight, just about.
No shit. That weight came in wide end and just gashed.
Right across my.
You look at
bam.
that where the line is. It's a half. It's almost.
Yeah, it's the size of
Almost
my bullet weight.
3/4 of a circle.
It is.
It scooped it right in.
It did.
I never looked
gouged
at it.
it. It hit so hard it gouged it, and
Oh
it
my God.
skipped right across my cheek, my left cheek. I mean,
So when she cleaned up, it was just her nose, and this was just blood from, or I say just blood.
just blood under my eye.
It wasn't a wound.
It was blood smear from the wound. Patrick says teachers they hear fishy. Well, the whole time I'm walking down the pier, I'm like preparing myself because I know first thing he's gonna say after he freaks out for a second is welcome to fishing. I hear it every time.
It is. You get jacked up.
Oh my God.
If you fish that much, you're gonna get hurt often. Be it getting stabbed with a hook, getting hit in the nose.
When I caught that bass before the show, I got it in my thumb
with a bobber.
I guess.
I mean,
now imagine if I would have faced that on, like.
Oh no, there's sharp toys involved. There's knives, flight knives, and
I'm saying that when that weight came flying back, if I would have been straightforward instead of had my head down the way I did, it would have knocked me out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I literally thought my nose was broke. I did for a minute. That's how hard it hit. I'm like, oh no, I just broke my nose. I didn't. Hurt like hell though. Still does.
Gate Smasher says, last time I've seen someone get beat up by a fish, it's sailfish, right in his leg as we were jumping all around on the boat. LOL. Dang fish flew into the boat. Crazy.
Jeez.
I've seen videos like that.
I have too.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the way of one of those.
No, I imagine not.
Some shark tear up boats,
Jay says you look good with a bullet weight ring nose ring. Excuse me, read that back.
Might get lead poisoning. Well, that's what it is. It's lead. Just keep.
That's what I've been doing. Wash
But
twice a
the
day.
thing is all day at work, she's had to. Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened?
And nobody can appreciate it because
Did what?
the So frustrating today.
But it's hard fishing.
The guy at the bait shop could
Last
appreciate
time we were
it.
fishing, he lost a leg. Come on.
And you went in after
I told you it's dangerous.
it. And you want to go kayaking when?
Oh, you already know I got.
I-
I'm freaking out ever since she lost her leg.
We've been
on the
kayaking
boat.
twice before that.
Yeah, but
I
now
get
I'm like,
I get on a boat and then I
if
lose
she,
it.
if she goes over, how do I prevent it? So I got to come up with some leashes. No, that sounds terrible, but like surfboard leashes. Or
I take
whatever
them off
that
when
can
I
go-
kayak.
just
I don't
go
keep.
right
I don't
to
even.
her
I don't even keep them on when I kayak. They come off.
so they can't sink. Can't lose them.
No.
No, I know what to do. I know what to do.
I said we get a wet bag and tie it to the kayak. Because once I get in a kayak, they come off. So that's just easy.
It's gonna dry back.
What? Or a dry bag. What did I say? Wet bag. Oops. You know what I meant.
NAC says the watermelon festival is in a week or so.
Watermelon. I think we missed the strawberry festival, didn't we? Or is that?
I don't
yeah.
know. We're
think
still
we
in the
did.
beginning of August, so it might be coming up.
Maybe. Christy's over there singing the watermelon crawl.
I would too, but in my head. What's up, Kimmy?
Hey there.
Hey, Kimmy.
Hey, you were talking about Daddy and I going to Pagosa Springs with Lindsay and the baby.
Sure.
That was the most awesome trip. I caught the biggest trout of my life. But I think what I remember most of that trip was we went up to Creed. And if anybody can go up to Creed, Colorado, go there because it's the smallest little town, but it's amazing. It was just awesome.
Right on.
And we drove up through Creed. Dad said he and Bobby had gone up there, but Johnny Depp had been filming up there
Oh, is that
for
when they were doing Lone Ranger?
yeah. So they couldn't go up, but then when we went up, we were able to go up through Creed, and it was just amazing. And then they had this little awesome, like, mining museum, and it was just so cool to go through. It just went through the history of the mining museum, the mining up there, and it was just so cool, and we had so much fun.
Christy, yes. Kimmy is in Arizona.
Yes, I am.
And like Jerome, that's another cool mining town because of the mining museum and
I want to.
That's copper.
I do.
yeah. But just like the diorama that they built of all the mines and it's wild.
Sorry.
Well, Creed was just amazing. I actually wanted to go up and live in Creed. I really did. I just want to go live there. It was so beautiful. We went up in the back roads. There were people riding their horses in the back roads, and it was just amazing.
David says he used to sell rabbit manure to a guy by the 5-gallon bucket, and he raised 110-pound watermelons. Boom!
Holy crap. Yeah, I'll never forget that trip. That was an amazing trip. But I'll never forget catching those trout with Daddy because I caught the biggest one. Because the only time I went fishing with Daddy was, well, I went at Dead Horse with trout fishing with Daddy. I
Mhm.
never caught anything, but
Really?
catfishing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got some catfish, man. I loved catfishing with Daddy at night.
Yeah, he enjoyed it.
Had the
It would trip
headlight
Daddy
on.
out. It would trip Daddy out that I would catch these
Wait, what?
huge catfish. I would catch these big catfish on light tackle. He would just shake his head
Yep.
like, I don't know how you just landed that fish. But yeah, I mean, hell, just growing up, down the
No.
Jersey Shore, going out, fishing with them on party boats, blue fishing, flounder
Oh,
fishing.
blue fishing. Blue
Yeah.
fishing.
Yeah, we've been fishing since we were kids, guys.
Oh, and you know what I miss? I miss the going out on a skiff for the flukes and the
Yeah.
flounder.
Yeah. Christy, she is down, and you're in where? Mesa? Oh, Stevie just backed out. We're getting feedback.
Yeah, I'm getting skippy shit here. But no, we used to go out to the Sandy Hook,
Uh-huh. The Highlands, the Atlantic Highlands.
and we used to get the skiffs. Flounder and fluke. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I missed that so much.
For those who don't know, they consider a skiff would be a minimum 12-foot rowboat with a 9.9 horsepower motor on it. That's what they called skiffs, and we'd rent
Yep.
them, and my dad would rent them, and we'd go out and we'd go fluke fishing, flounder fishing. We always were
I think I miss. Yeah, but I think I miss the blue fishing the most.
I can catch bluefish here.
Blue
in Florida.
fishing and crabbing.
Bluefish what?
Really?
Yeah.
I miss crabs too. I miss the blue
I can do that
crabs.
too. I can go to either coast and get crabs.
I miss crabs. Too.
Actually, we can go up
You're
to
breaking up
Palatka.
for me for some reason.
We can go, I don't know, hour and a half north
Yes.
in the St. John River
Yes.
and go crabbing there.
They actually have a blue crab festival.
In Palatka?
Yes.
When is that?
Not sure.
We're gonna have to go head up to Blue Crab Festival.
I don't know if it's me, but you guys are breaking up for me. I don't know if it's me or you guys.
You seem shaky. You're moving the camera all over the place.
Yeah, even when I hold it still, it's still breaking up.
I don't know why. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Yeah, but when
Maybe it's-
Pammy and I went up to
Crab Festival.
when Pammy and I went up to Connecticut to Groton on the Long Point, we saw all kinds of crabs, and crabs I had never seen before, like spider crabs. I had never seen a spider crab before in my life. But they had blue claw, and Amy was saying
It was back
they
in May.
hadn't had blue claw up there in forever.
Yeah, they've been getting them
But
actually
it was
over
fun.
in England. They're calling it an invasive species. You guys
Yeah.
better latch onto that
Right.
while you can. Blue crab. Yeah, but then
I
there's a
wish
doctor-
when we went to
there's a-
Maryland to see Amy, we went to see Amy. No,
I didn't do that. all by myself.
No, you're not.
Don't want to be. Huh? Oh. I didn't do that. And Stevie's back. Try again. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, my childhood consisted of crabbing and fishing. And hanging out in the woods.
Hanging out.
All right. Try again.
Yeah, we went to Maryland to see Jeanette and Steve. I wish we could have gone to Maryland for crabs. Because they're supposed to have amazing crabs.
Oh, that's where I crabbed
that's
growing
where
up.
Stevie grew up.
Yes.
Baltimore area crabbing.
Yeah,
Edgewater.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jeanette and Steve are in outside of Fredericksburg.
My phone. Say that again.
They're outside of Fredericksburg. They have a really cool place.
Yeah,
It's one of those old historic. I don't want to say mansions. It's just an old historic building, and they have an outbuilding, but it's just amazing. They did such a great job with it.
yeah. The Chesapeake Bay is known for the crabbing down there, but they're having a problem with an invasive species. The blue catfish is actually invading the bay, and they're eating the crabs, so they're knocking the balance off.
Yeah, because they used to have
Sorry,
blue
I
claws.
saw that. Thank you.
They had blue claws down there, right?
They have them here in Florida.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because there's been a couple places we went that they only had the rock crabs and spider crabs.
Yeah, I don't know about the spider crabs.
I don't know
what
about-
those are.
Yeah. I'm
No,
not sure.
we had this. The spider crabs were up in Connecticut, but I don't remember seeing anything down in Florida with blue crabs.
Yeah, they're here.
Oh, yeah.
They're around the river.
Yeah, like I said, we could go probably an hour and a half north or 2 hours north to the St. Johns River and
We
crab there.
probably wouldn't even have to go that
I can
far.
go to Crystal River, or I can go out to the coast.
We wouldn't even have to go that far, honestly. St. John's River, we were up there
Oh yeah,
fishing that one spot up there. I mean, St. John's is right here. We wouldn't have to go that far. They're probably
Does your community
there.
does your community have anywhere we can park a RV?
no.
No, we're so compacted
Okay.
over here. We're having trouble parking.
Well, my neighbor's parking. He decided to park in between the houses. This big ass rental truck, and
All this rain.
all this rain softened the dirt, and he left these two huge tire tracks. One of them is on my side. You know,
But are
on
there
my
places? Are there places to park an RV down there?
I am.
Well, Florida. I mean,
you would have to look
yeah, they're probably everywhere.
depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a campsite, there's national parks. If you're looking for hookups, or depending on what you want to do, I'm sure you can find it down here.
Well, I might be willing to locate because well, right now I just got a job at Cracker Barrel.
All right, on. Good for you.
Cracker Barrel.
All right.
I'm very excited. But Brandon and Jada are getting married soon-ish. They want to move to Alaska. I do not want to stay in Mesa if they're moving to Alaska. I want to get the fuck out of Mesa. It's hot as fuck down here. I can't stand it.
Why Alaska?
I don't know. They've just been praying on it, and they've been watching bush people. They don't want to do bush people, but they've been looking into just moving to Alaska. If you're there a year, you get a stipend for living.
That's from the oil company.
Yeah. Oil companies, fish companies.
Depends where you're at.
But Brandon wants to do something physical.
Like what?
He wants to do something different.
How's he doing, by the way?
He's all right. He still needs to get checked out, but he's doing okay. But he's not bad. He's not bad. He's doing okay. But he still needs, we can't get the access out here. He's having trouble with the state insurance. It sucks, but
Really?
yeah. But he's only got pain in his shoulder. He had an abscess in his neck, but that's better. It's all gone. But he's doing better. But he's still he needs to be looked at. But he's still thinking long term and wanting to go work. He wants to go work.
No,
He
I
wants to he's looking at like fishing communities.
Given his
And
history, he really has to get looked at.
no, I know.
Before he goes away, he's got it.
And I know. And that's right now, we might have to look at him getting married sooner than later because Jada has insurance.
Whatever it takes.
Right.
It sounds fucked up, guys. Forgive me, but
I know.
Listen, guys. My nephew, Kim's son, has already battled cancer and won, and he's been how long?
Clear 2 years.
2 years, and
2 years.
now
2.5 years now.
Now there's signs that it might be coming back. So that's why I say this. If he has to get married to get insurance, for him to get checked out, for him to live, so be it. You know what I mean?
It's just about where are they going to live. They don't have a place to live. They don't have, there's a lot of logistics to it. Because it's like, if they get married, they need a place to live. Where are they going to live? They can't live in the RV with me. Because I barely get any room.
No. I mean.
That's not going to happen.
No, of course not.
But there's options.
We have to figure it out.
No, there's options. We're working on it, and I'm just hoping that they. Well, like I said, they're praying about it, and she's already got the dress. It's a beautiful dress. I saw it. She's looking forward to it. They were thinking about getting married on Mingus Mountain, but now they're thinking sooner than later. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. Give me one minute. But I know he really needs to get attention quickly. Hopefully,
Oh no, I know.
That'll do it.
But she has insurance right now, so because she's right now an assistant manager.
Right on. Whatever.
So she's an assistant manager at Sonic, but they got great benefits. So we're trying to think about what to do.
Well, I say with prayers, everything will work out.
Hey.
Sorry, I didn't grab a cup of coffee.
God's got this. God's got this. I'm not worried about it. He's they're an amazing couple. Oh, Russell, I wish you could meet her. She's just together. They're amazing. They are just amazing.
What's her name?
Jada. J-A with a thing over it. D-A. C-Right. Jada C-Right. She's gorgeous.
I've gotten friend requests on Facebook, or people you may know, or wherever I've seen her.
Yeah, well, she's absolutely gorgeous. Inside and out. I love her to death. I love her family. Her family is just so giving and just
That's awesome. I'm happy
I
for
can't say enough about them. They're just amazing. Brandon is over there every freaking day. Whenever she's gonna get off, if she's off all day, he goes over there early. It's just beautiful. They're beautiful together. I love it. I love it.
That's good.
I love them. Have you seen her pictures?
I've seen her. I've seen pictures of her. Yeah, but Alaska is a big decision. You know, that's work.
Well, I told you that. Well, we were talking about that today. But don't we have cousins up there?
Not that I know of.
Oh yeah, no, Marjorie and I want to say, but I don't know if Marjorie's still alive. But Kevin Thaler, I don't know if Kevin is Lisa's son, but I know I've seen Kevin of Alaska on my feed, and he's up there, and I know he's a cousin. So I was thinking about reaching out to them just to see.
The cousin from Maine, though? They're not Thalers. What's Richie's? It's a weird name. Anyway.
No, they're not.
Because I mentioned it.
Those are Patterson.
I mentioned it to.
Those are Pattershalls from Maine.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of any cousins being up in Alaska.
No, I have a couple that are on my Facebook feed. I'm going to reach out to them and just see what they say.
I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying.
Because I know one. No, I know. But I know one is his Facebook feed is like Kevin from Alaska or Kevin Alaska or something. And he, I don't know if he's Marjorie's son or if he's Kevin or Lisa's son. Remember Lisa?
Who?
Lisa Thaler. She died of cancer early on, not that long ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. But her son was named Kevin, but I don't know if it's the same Kevin. Because Marjorie has sons, so I don't know how it's related.
All right. We're at an hour, guys. Link is in chat. If anybody else wants to pop on, feel free.
He did talk about going Bigfoot hunting.
Who did?
Or actually, would it be Yeti hunting out there?
Where?
Brandon? Would it be
No,
Yeti? Would it be
it would
Yeti
be hairy
hunting up
man
there?
hunting, and you don't want to mess with them in Alaska.
Wait, what?
You don't want to mess with them in Alaska.
All right, you broke up.
It's
Okay.
God's will.
But he was talking about fishing and doing different stuff. You know, maybe him and Jada were thinking about maybe even a B&B type thing. Who knows? God's
With
got
what?
it. Yeah, I don't know. That's up to God. But there's places to work up there on B&Bs, you know, because even he said he could work as a handyman and she could work as like an innkeeper type thing.
You can't just go. You got to have a plan before you even leave. You know, hopefully they can find something up there before they even leave and have it. You know, okay, we got by September or whatever. You know, we have to be up there. I wouldn't want to winter up there though.
Oh, I know that. And I've told them that, but they're kids.
Live and learn. No, I like I said, I don't condemn it. I encourage it. Go out there and figure it out.
That's what they want to do.
Try.
That's what they want to do.
You know. And Bobby even says it's expensive in Alaska. It is. Alex, how are you? Good
Hey,
to see
Alex. How you doing?
Thanks, Bobby.
No, you're just in time for the second half.
Right.
Dina, how are you?
I wish we knew the name of the people that Daddy knew up in the Kenai Peninsula.
You're not there
Daddy
anymore.
Oh, they're not? Oh, well.
No, he went back to Montana.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was weird. This guy, he built the big house on the Kenai Peninsula. This huge, they called it an arc, basically, for whatever reason. And then he sold it, moved back to Montana, and the house burnt down. So this
I didn't know that.
burnt down. Yeah. I don't remember what town it was in. I know it was on the Kenai.
No, I just remember being like Kenai. I just remember Daddy going up there and having a blast with Steve or Bobby, or Steve and Bobby.
I don't remember.
One of the two or both. I don't remember.
Yeah, he did have a great time up there, but he got turned on to smoked salmon bellies.
Yeah, because he sent some home. Those were awesome.
North Carolina, and I remember eating them in North Carolina. Smoked the shit out of those things. Oh my God, they were good.
Yeah, but didn't he have those when we came for Thanksgiving? Because I remember those.
Yeah. When we were down there, yeah. He had shipped some home. I want to go to Alaska. No, I want to go check it out. You know,
everybody wants to go to Alaska.
Stevie knows I want to go.
Everybody does. Just to visit, even.
I don't want to move there. No, I want to go visit.
Let's see, go explore.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to go visit. I could not live in the
by way of like the river. I want to go any other rivers,
right?
You know, like and see it that way. I don't want to like go on a cruise. I just I want to get out there and see it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
Hell yeah.
I do not like
I
the
want to go
cold.
hunting. I don't want to. I won't.
No.
I want to fish.
Yes.
But
Yeah, I'm not a cold person. I can't stand the cold. And I thought I couldn't stand the heat, but moving down to Mesa, I'm not sure about that. Because the heat's killing me down here. Cottonwood is a different kind of heat. It really is. Cottonwood
well,
was a different
it's
kind
also
of
that
heat.
you're dealing with it's a different elevation. I mean, just that 2,000-foot difference makes a difference. You know, between Cottonwood.
Well, yeah,
and
but
Mesa. It'll make a 15, 20 degree.
in Cottonwood, yes, but in Cottonwood, you've got the Verde Valley River.
Yeah,
You've got the Oak Creek River.
yeah, I
You've
guess you don't
got
have-
that humidity. It's different. This is a concrete jungle.
and that's why it stays hot
Literal
at night.
concrete jungle. I'm sorry, what?
I said that's why it stays hot at night. It doesn't cool off.
I think I lost you.
I'm still. What are you up to, Stevie?
No, it's been difficult down here to get
I always
adjusted
said
to.
I never lived in the
I
valley, but I
have
always said
not-
I've never lived in Florida too. So.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
got humidity down there. It's different.
Yeah, it sucks.
We don't have humidity here.
I know, Kim, and I prefer it that
We
way.
literally have, and I'm missing that. I really am missing that.
Go find humidity.
The what?
I said, go find
Breaking up.
humidity. I don't know what to tell you.
Dina says they're underwater in Sarasota.
I just read that and now I lost it.
She said
We
that
we
her
grew up with
husband
humidity
stayed there,
in
they were
Jersey.
neighbors for so long.
We grew up in humidity in New Jersey. I'm used to that. This absolutely freaking sucks. It is so hot down here. I mean, I literally sweat coming outside.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, I sweat inside in the air conditioner.
Why did you choose Mesa? What brought you? What? Oh, there she goes. It just makes me wonder why someone would choose there and then I think she's got a mobile home, right? Move. I lost her.
Scott B, how you doing?
What's up, Scott?
Dina, reach out if y'all need anything.
Yes, please do. If you guys need help with anything,
We're not that far. Not at all.
King Smasher says migrated to New York State, now Florida. Try again.
Yeah, I've got shade lighting, so I keep dropping off. And I'm dripping sweat.
Just saying, if you don't like where you're at, move.
Dina
Well,
said we're
thinking
good,
about
thank
it-
God.
Say that again.
Dina said they're good, thank God.
That's good to hear, Dana.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
I know we got some other systems rolling through coming into the Caribbean. I think one's more like it's going to be more like a barrel trajectory. That was the one that came through. Not that long ago.
What happened to Debbie?
Huh? Debbie's
What happened to Debbie?
She's sitting up in Georgia and the Carolinas, dumping a bunch of rain up that way. I haven't looked at radar in hours, so I don't know what she's doing. I don't know why I keep calling her she. Because the next name could be David, and
Yeah,
you know, or it wouldn't be. It would be
it wouldn't be.
Eric. Actually, I think they even went through those. Because there were some
You
storms.
guys are still breaking up.
Danny says Debbie is doing South Carolina.
Debbie does South Carolina.
Russ, I'm gonna go because you guys keep breaking up and I
All right,
can't
Debbie.
understand most of what you're saying.
That's okay. Sorry.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
Be
Talk to you
safe.
soon. Let's see. Debbie.
There's Danny.
No, but no. See, there's still a lot of rain just off the coast of Florida.
Yeah, they said
it's just a
for the,
shadow of its former self, but
for the
still
next 2 days
dumping rain.
we could still get rain from that same system.
It's still got a circular motion, so it might even pick up strength in the Atlantic.
Yeah.
It probably will. It's still got a circular motion.
Oh yeah. It's hot as the
Either way, be careful
water's
with
on.
that storm out there, guys. If you're affected by it in those states, don't go out if you don't have to. We went out last night, and one of the boats, as Stevie mentioned earlier, one of the boats that I take care of, the automatic bilge doesn't work, so I have to always just turn the battery on, hit the button, and it'll dump the water out. So we went by last night. I'd never seen it that high. I got there, I was surprised the boat was still floating. I climbed on, turned the battery on, hit the thing, and it took 30 minutes to empty that boat, but it did. Today I had somebody want to go out, and I was like, no. We still had just constant wind all day. It was not a boating day. You looked at the reservations from every boat. We have 4 locations. Nobody had a boat out today.
No, it was not a boating day. It's rare that happens, but yeah. And it looked like such a pretty day. It was hot as hell, but it was windy all day.
Yeah, it was a strong west wind.
20-mile-an-hour gusts. And a constant.
It was just steady. It wasn't even like breezy. It was just windy all day.
Probably still is.
So yeah, guys.
Yeah, I'm looking at the water.
Link is in chat. If anybody wants to click on it, you want to come on and BS with me, hang out.
Papa
Stevie's
Craig.
sitting next to me. Papa Craig, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Didn't piece it for a tropical storm. It was really bad. You know what's weird is like the worst that we saw. I mean, we didn't see overnight, like what it had done, but was the first band that we got hit with where, it was coming from the south and our back window faces north, faces the lake. And this one band came through. We lost power. And once that band went through, about an hour later, power came back on. After that, we had rain, when we got the major stuff, but it wasn't like.
No, but for that.
It was steady.
For that first part of the storm that
was
knocked
like
the power out.
That was like a
cyclone came through. Honestly, I mean, I was laying on the bed and I just
shook.
The whole house shook. I was like, oh shit, maybe I should get up.
And after that, it was just rain, and the wind was like, eh.
Power knocked out. It was out for an hour. They got it back on, and it was just waves of rain from then on. But that first part of the storm was a little worrisome.
Bobby says, that's crazy. I'm 30 minutes south of Stevie D and Russ. I'm okay in Mount Verde on Lake Apopka by Claremont.
I was online today at work, for work actually. I found this cool trails map for all the local trails.
All right.
And I was looking at, there's a nice trail around Lake Apopka. I mean, a really nice trail. It's nice out there around Lake Apopka.
Yeah, well, we just, like I said, we got rain, and it was windy, but it wasn't terrible like the first band that came through. The first band was like, this is a friggin' hurricane.
Yeah.
After that, it was like,
It was just
it was
2 rainy days.
yeah, but
Yeah.
constant wind, but it wasn't. There weren't those.
The wind,
Like I was expecting my neighbor's roof to blow.
yeah, that's what worried me.
It rattled a lot, but it never left the building. And I can't complain about that. We're safe. Our property is safe.
Yeah.
There's, we got through it just fine. I know some people didn't, and prayers, and I'm surprised Sarasota got hit so hard.
Yeah, Fort Myers area.
And it all has to do with the tide at the time, and I don't know what it was.
And the angle that it came in.
But yeah, there's a few, like I said, there's a few waves, tropical waves that are coming across from Africa that I think it's going to be a busy month.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, think about it. They've originally, the Hurricane Center said 25 storms. Okay, there's what, 8 weeks left or whatever it is. When does that end? November 1st?
Yeah.
12 weeks left of hurricane season. I think they dropped the number of storms to 23, but still, that's
23 storm.
to get. Yeah, that's. I mean, so we had 5 named storms if they counted the ones that were in South Pacific. That's a lot of storms.
Yeah, and those waters are hot out there still.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, hot.
Yeah, let's move to Florida.
I mean, today was 91 degrees with the heat index 101. It's still hot.
I didn't even go to work. I didn't have anything to do down there. Like I said, I went last night and I wasn't going to go put the biminis back up because it was so friggin' windy.
Yeah, not that
Defeat the purpose.
right.
Brooks, what's happening? Good to see you.
Hey, Brooks. Yeah, work. I took calls today. 3 calls, 3 trees down on the trails. Not one of the trails near us, but that's what prompted me to look on the trails maps
right on.
and found that cool website. But yeah, there was some tree damage. It was old, rotten trees. Nothing,
I
nothing
found-
that was forced.
She's talking about trails, and I just happened to look I was looking at a lake that's nearby here that I want to, go kayak and fish. And then just a couple blocks away from that, I was like, oh, what's this?
He's showing me
And
on the
it's a
map.
smaller
I'm like,
lake
I'm like,
that
ooh.
has a trail around it. I'm like,
All
we
the
can
way
just
around
walk around that.
yeah.
Fish. Because there are so many of these little lakes that they might even call them ponds.
Yeah.
Um,
No, they call them lakes. All of them but one. I
oh,
found
that's
one
up in
pond.
Ocala.
Well, yeah, but
No, like right here, just in these neighborhoods that you don't even realize
yeah,
have these lakes in them. Like this little lake I want to go fish. I know there's a mobile home on it, community on it. So that means that there's canals that go in and there's docks and, there's all these areas to fish. I know we're obsessed, but I just think that's what we got to do is go hit that lake
yes.
and just learn that lake, fish that lake, you know,
I'm ready.
take what we learned and then we'll move on to
Yes,
the next body of water.
Yep. I want to make a map and mark off all the lakes that I catch fish from. And it sounds so.
Yeah, we've kind of lost. We used to keep track of every lake that we fished and what we caught, you know, uh, yeah, we got
I'm
away.
sure I can
We
still
moved
think back.
here and got away from it.
We gotta get back
Because
at
some
it.
lakes we'd catch bass, but we'd also catch bowfin or some weird shit.
Yeah.
You know, then you go somewhere else and you're catching bass, but there's another
We have
invasive species
that
in
one
there.
lake
or-
over there had 5 different species of fish. I
Yeah,
think we were up to.
At least that we caught in there. And it was a small lake.
Yeah.
Big gator. Well, yeah, it was a good sized gator in there.
Yeah. He stayed away though.
What do we got? We got almost 40 watching. Welcome, guys.
Right?
The link is in chat. If anybody is watching, you're not in chat, hop in chat. If you want to come on and BS, you got something you want to talk about, come hang out. Whatever. Link's in chat. Yeah, Bobby's just down the street from me, from Stevie and I. I don't know why we haven't met for lunch yet.
Right?
I was just down in Claremont.
We were.
Had to drop my truck off down there to get service work done. It was a recall. But one of these days, I'm going to go down to Claremont. I'm not sure where the marina is that I work for. You know, there's, like I said, 4 locations. One of us in Claremont, but I'm going to go down there one of these days and check out one of their boats, check out their lakes.
You're gonna.
I'm gonna
Just you're gonna.
make it a Monday. You can come along.
Okay.
He's like, you're gonna. Yeah. So what I'm getting at, Bobby, is if I do get down that way, I'll try to maybe get in touch if you have time. You know, we'll meet up.
She says, "Well, I work at night, sleep during the day. We'll plan it."
Right on.
Sorry, guys, we're sitting here reading chat.
Yeah. Why so quiet? Gates Mattress has got to hurry up and get back to Florida in time for hurricane season.
Yeah. Yes. Good Lord, I try to speak and nothing's coming out. Yes, Bobby. We'll get together and plan. She says I have her still.
Oh, right on. See, I'm just gonna keep putting the link in, so somebody will go, "Oh, there's a link."
Oh, there it is.
Just
I wish I could hit the link.
I know, right? Like I said, you can use my phone.
Well,
Oh, but
okay.
then, yeah, she doesn't want to be on camera.
it's
So
not
you're
even
good
that.
where you are.
It's not even that. I just got frustrated and just said the heck with it and jumped in chat.
No worries.
No, I was sitting there paying attention to trying to get on the show and was missing the show. So
I still have to bring. I found a place that repairs computers and cell phones and stuff like that. So I have to bring my laptop, my other laptop, the one that Steve uses, over there to get repaired. Buttons are sticking.
I dumped coffee in it.
There's that.
stumbled.
There's that.
I stumbled and it splashed on right perfectly on the keyboard.
So I don't know what it's going to cost. I mean, I'm not going to start pulling the thing apart because I'll end up with a screw, you know, that extra screw. Like, where does that go? So I'd rather not do that. I haven't missed one in 4 years. Oh, hurricane season. I don't know. I'd say it's kind of exciting. Sounds stupid, but I always love storms. I've always loved storms.
They're too much work. They force you to shop and buy things and stock up. And, you know, thankfully, we're blessed enough to not have to use all that. But it's a lot of prep and it gets tiring. I guess because coming from somebody
anyway, so
coming from somebody that's just I can't even count how many hurricanes I've been through in the past 20 years. You know,
yeah,
it becomes a nuisance after a while.
There's a chance of a few happening a year, you know, like 23.
Well, over the years, they seem to be happening more and more.
Yeah, that does seem like a lot. You know, like for named storms that they're thinking they're going to have 25 named storms. What? That's a lot of storms. That's a lot of energy and potential devastation.
A lot of people's lives affected by them.
Oh, Gates Magic City saw a tractor trailer playing dead. Was laying on its side.
Oh no.
Seen a highway police with lights on behind a tractor trailer that looked like it was trying to play dead. Yeah, the wind. It's amazing how easily a tractor trailer can get blown over.
I saw one get blown over in San Antonio,
Yeah,
Texas.
Yeah, you remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Pretty scary.
Yeah. Gates Master says, can you imagine if we could harness the energy from the lightning bolts?
Right?
I mean, it's a lot of energy. You probably could. You could probably. It would, I don't know how, but you could probably reduce it, you know, and store it somehow. step down the power as it comes in and then store it.
Sharon Guy says it's a lot to do, but she's blessed to be able to do it than not be able to prepare. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Excuse you.
What's up, Maya? Just walks up next to me and looks at me funny. It's like, what does she want?
She wants something.
One loving. True, Pop Craig.
Right?
Ben Franklin did it, and all the companies bought him out. Just saying. Maya, you gotta stop. Stop. You're rubbing up against your table. Don't look at me like that. All like sad and shit. Don't give me in that tone of voice. Where are we at? 32. What do we got left? We got like 26 minutes left, guys. Anybody wants to pop on, please feel free. I'm going to have to come up with a whole new show. Figure something out. But yeah, guys, the link is in chat. So if anybody wants to come on, click on the link, follow the directions. It's pretty simple. If you don't want to be on camera, hit stop camera. The only thing I do ask is that you turn off YouTube and just stay on StreamYard. Most people know how it works. I know it's just late in the show, but I'm gonna try to find my glasses.
Oh, Lord.
She's like, oh, Lord.
Right there.
I discovered that my phone, when you shake it, the light goes on.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Huh?
I was gonna say you should probably clean them off.
Well, I'm leaning in too much.
My fingerprints are all over the lens.
Just cleaning glasses. Yeah, what Sharon said. All right, Sharon said, thanks everyone for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you all. We do.
We do. Christy said, why don't change anything? We like the show.
Christy says you need your glasses to find your glasses.
No, Bobby said.
Or Bobby, but you just said Christy.
I
said.
know.
Sorry. Derp.
We do appreciate you all.
Key Smasher says, thinking Tesla was working on the free energy. Could it have been lightning? Look at his towers. It was, but
It was lightning. It was.
but he was getting energy. He was collecting energy from like the ionosphere.
Yeah.
And it was just this. He figured out how to harness it. So yeah, there is energy out there, but God forbid it should be free. Guy figures out how to run a car on water, and yeah, where did that go? Where did he go?
Right.
So saying. Just thinking about where we all could have been now if history took a different course during any time. There's too many variables. there's just too many paths that could have went. It's,
Yeah.
it's because for any one of us, if something had been different, we wouldn't be here right now. As far as together,
Right.
It's the way I look at things. Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen to get us where we are now.
Indeed.
So everything, all the bullshit we had to go through, we were supposed to go through it. As much as it sucked, and things do get better. You gotta make it get better. Anyway, Kate Smasher says, "I must be in a reflective mood today."
Then he went on to say, which is why we shouldn't go back in history.
No, and don't repeat it.
No.
That's why we make mistakes, and so we can learn from them. It's not why we make them, but you should definitely learn from them, because you're just destined to repeat it.
Right. History doesn't have to repeat itself.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear like what's going on, and once over in Europe, we'll definitely once I get off the air, I'm gonna look into that because
Well,
I don't watch the news.
I don't
you know.
either, but I do scroll YouTube and I see stuff, and I was
It's
surprised.
amazing.
I was surprised to see that there was a Trump rally in London.
You saw that?
I did.
Where they were showing the pictures and,
Yeah.
and the crowds. Yeah.
Yeah.
They showed Trump and everybody cheered.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I thought that was cool.
Rex says, "We wake up every morning and it's up to us to have a good day or a bad day." It is. We have that ability to make that decision, and
Today's going to be a good day.
that's it.
Today is a good day. Not going to be. It is.
For a long time, Stevie would say that it was to get her in a better mood, and just get up and say it's gonna be a good day, or mid-afternoon, it's a good day. Something might come along and challenge it, but it's how you handle it that matters.
Yeah.
Chrissy says, "I don't watch news either, but prayers for this world." Absolutely. Sharon says, "I am so blessed to know you all and have you all as friends and family." Absolutely.
Right.
Again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, and Stevie and I wouldn't know each other if it wasn't for you two.
Right.
It's just weird how life works. The little choices you make, and I keep saying Bigfoot changed my life. It sounds corny, but it's true. That just finding a channel and going, "Oh, what's this?" And just getting that fascination from me to where I am now, which is nowhere, just but
Here.
it's with the people that I'm friends with and that I love, and that it's all YouTube, and that's pretty cool, and I hope everybody gets that experience, and gets that out of this, be it this show, this community, it's awesome. Gate Smasher It's amazing. The Don holds a lot of the high-ranking emblems for a few countries, making me wonder what is to come. Could this be the time for the world to change? It's told by the natives. Well, you know, it's scary to think about, because there's so many directions in which we can go right now. We're in such a volatile time. Um, it's scary. Um, but I think we'll get through this. Whatever may happen. I don't know.
A lot of prayer.
I just think there's a lot of idiots out there and don't want to see November go down the way it's going to go down. I worry about shit like that.
There's just a lot of weird shit.
Yeah. Danny says we had White Buffalo was born a few months ago. That's the second one in about 20 years. The White Buffalo. I remember when the first one was born about 20 years ago, somewhere around there. And that was a sign. Back then they even said it was a sign of change. Mm-hmm. Neil, how are you? Michael, what's up?
Michael Haywood.
It says joking. What did he? What?
I don't know.
Now I got to scroll back. Damn it.
I didn't see him come in other than joking.
I didn't either. You never know.
Nope.
No. Yeah, it was said that the fifth generation will be the time. Guess what time it is? Yeah, it's fifth generation. Yeah, I've heard that. It's Navajo. I think their story was the fifth generation.
Rex said, either way it goes in November, half the people will be mad.
Well, I don't know about half, but a lot.
A lot. On the other side, I suppose.
Yeah. It's the other half.
Yeah.
I just have to be an asshole and, bring semantics in. What else is going on out there? Yeah, I know it sounds stupid to think about that, but how life.
Well, scroll back. Sharon Guy said it. It's amazing how we all found each other through YouTube. I've always said God can use anything to put people together, and he used Bigfoot. That's well said.
I'm going to write a book. Bigfoot changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
Danny says, yeah, the people who can't afford groceries and rent now are already mad. Yeah, no shit.
Eight Smasher says, I'll still be jamming on my guitar no matter what.
Right.
Rick says, I'll take a copy mode.
Well, what do we got? 13 minutes left. It's going to be a long 13 minutes. No, I just, this worries me, because given our immigration situation, where we're on the border, we're on the verge possibly of the same thing happening here. Whatever's happening in England, I could see that happening.
I think that a
But
lot.
then again, maybe not.
I think
I
a
like-
lot. One thing I think people in this country don't really. I don't know that they realize how many people came across the border when they came across, and they're still coming across. I don't know why that's not being talked about. I mean, it is. It's in the election, but it's not being dealt with.
And the things that they're facing over there as well with the crime with immigrants. I'm not going to start. I don't want to start naming religions or anything or whatever, but there's certain religions that feel that rape is not or crimes against women is okay. And I know European countries were having issues with women being attacked by these groups. You can only push people so far, and they're going to push back eventually.
Danny says 4 years ago, Sunday dinner was steak and fries. Now it's hot dogs and Cheetos.
Yeah, go figure. I think when he was president, we were doing all right as far as a country.
I'm sorry, I was laughing because Gate Smasher says try
Try
crossing into Mexico illegally. I did
You
that.
already did that.
That's a long story, but I did that. I just wanted to explain why I was laughing. If anybody heard me, I laughed when I read it.
Gates Master says you can afford Cheetos. It's a good thing I like hot dogs and Cheetos.
Right? As long as there's a yoo-hoo involved.
Right. Yeah, I haven't had a good hot dog ever since I started this diet
I know.
because I got to have it on a bun. And even like the sausages are been eating, it's too many nitrates in it. I got to stop doing that too. Pop Craig said, "Uh-oh." It's got to be something I ate. No, I haven't. I haven't eaten the bun. I haven't had bread. I haven't, still around that 30-pound mark, thereabouts. Christy said it. Medicine time, for Craig.
Hear the alarm.
Don't you think it's weird that a lot of people know when you're supposed to take your medicine, Papa?
It's not weird. The times he's hanging out with us and his alarm goes off.
Gates Nash says, last time I had Cheetos, I found it in the couch.
Oh.
I hope that's not true.
Bobby, I bet you typed that before you heard.
He was not hungry. As soon as maybe not. Yeah, I didn't do dinner tonight. I had 2:00. I had some leftover steak and I haven't eaten since. Normally I don't eat during the day. Kind of gave it up. I'll eat at night.
Mike, you're late. Where you been?
Danny says, I've got a new show starting 11 days, 3 p.m. Eastern, Sundays on YouTube. Schlock Theater, a movie and TV review show. I'll come on next week and talk about it. Right on.
Cool.
Schlock. Interesting. Interesting. LIB, what's up, Mike?
Bobby Aunts, happy birthday.
When is it? Today?
No, it's tomorrow.
Free dinners. Let's see. Who you got? You got Denny's. Who else? Who does birthday dinners?
Colby Steakhouse, I think used to. I don't know if they
Yeah.
still do. Yeah. Sharon Guy, thank you. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon.
Thank you, Sharon.
LIB said Denny's.
Yeah,
Of course.
Denny's.
Bobby said Cheetahs and the Couch Bros.
Yeah, it's not, because usually there's a fuzz ball attached to it. And
Oh, Sharon, you're killing me. She said, Moses and Stevie B, I cooked some awesome white beans and rice today.
Wish
Wish
y'all
y'all
were
were here.
couldn't eat it.
That sounds wonderful.
Meat Smasher. May you have a great day on the day the good Lord blessed you, the world with you, your birth. Right on. Yeah, we might as well just we got 6 minutes left. What are we gonna do in 6 minutes?
Oh, Bobby just mentioned Jersey Mike's.
Oh, killing me. Is that what you're having? Get it Mike's way, and whatever you get, just get it Mike's way. I have such a soft spot for that, but I can't eat it right now. But I told Stevie, that would be my cheat.
Yeah.
Cheat. Even when Mike was here, when LIB was here, I said that would be my cheat. Would be Jersey Mike's, because having grown up with it, the original was in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I've been eating Jersey Mike's for 50 years, literally, which is kind of crazy to think about.
LIB says Mike's way is usually the best way.
Yeah. Well, it's the oil and the vinegar and
His name.
oregano. Oh yeah. The oil, the vinegar, but I always put mayo on it. Gate Smasher says, enjoy your week. Don't pee into the wind.
Danny says they make keto bread. It's expensive but good.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he's referring to in general or
I don't know.
Mike's.
But yeah, that's my go-to. And there's one next town over. Basically, Bobby, she says, are you on keto?
Mostly, yes.
Yeah. No sugar, no starch, no carbs, no flavor, no. Yeah. So today is, what is today? The 6th. Started June 1st. So I've done June, July. Just started August, and I'm lost around 30 pounds so far. I did it because my knees were bothering me, and that kind of cleared up after about 10 pounds of losing 10 pounds. But yeah, I've got a few pounds to go, but yeah, it's working.
Michael Haywood.
Oh, if groceries get much higher and we'll be eating on off the Dahmer diet plan. No. No, we won't. Mike says the way you lost, I found. Yeah, you were here while I was doing that.
Hey, Eleanor.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've gotten to like where the only thing I have really left to lose is where I want to lose it. That's it. Everything else I've lost weight. It's the love handles in the gut. It's down, but that's where all the weight is that has to be lost. So I'm guessing that's another 20 pounds, at least. I don't want to do 20 pounds. I want to keep. No, it's not killing me at all. It's working. LIB, take care. Bon appetit. But yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. We are at the 2-hour mark. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Kimmy, it was good to see you.
Good to see you, Kimmy. Sorry I wasn't able to be there.
No, hopefully I'm gonna bring the computer over tomorrow. Hopefully they can fix it. I'm also gonna see if they can do anything with my last cell phone that I drowned. Maybe they can repair that too, because her phone isn't the greatest. She's got the worst luck with phones.
I do.
It's phones and flying. It's true.
Yeah. It is.
This phone, you can't. The mic doesn't work. I don't get it. Anyway,
I don't get it.
guys, if you enjoyed tonight's hangout,
Right?
hit that like button below. If you're new, subscribe. Come out. We'll be here Thursday doing the same thing.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out.
Stevie will be here. She's here, but
I'm here. I'm
hopefully-
always
hopefully
there.
your nose will be a little better.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, "Why did you just remind me?"
I know. Thanks. Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much again. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Love you guys. Peace and God bless.